Well, hi, you guys. I hope all of you are doing so well. Today I have a special guest. It's Richie Nagy. Look up.
Hello.
Look up higher.
It has been a long time since I've been on, since I think the beginning of COVID, right? Since I was last on.
Yeah, it's been years, you guys. So Richie is visiting in from Kentucky. He drove in for Christmas and he is spending the day with me. We've been having so much fun, and we were about to do a painting together because that's what we do. We do fun, creative stuff. Richie's created with me many times. And I said, oh, you want to go live real quick and we could do a quick little video? So we have the snowman today coming up. I'm doing the snowman so much this holiday season. Coming in January, I have many in-person events. And so I thought I would do a quick snowman with you guys today while Richie's here. And he's really not that tall. He's just sitting on a different chair. So I'm a little bit lower, and I have my paint here. So you guys, if you're on Amazon with us, I'm using the Arteza. It's highlighted in the carousel. I would love it if you chatted with me. We're streaming on various platforms. So say hi to Richie, you guys.
Yeah. I will
jump on and say hi. So we are streaming right now on Amazon. We're streaming on Facebook, YouTube. So please feel free to chat with us. Richie's got look at my phone. Show my messy phone.
I've got the phone, so I will be the one fielding questions, comments, so that Denise can focus fully on the art and
right, and my snowman
and the snowman. But between us two, I think it'll be quite the fun time.
Right.
You know, a painting sitcom, right?
Oh my gosh, that's it. A painting sitcom. We'll you know. Sometimes we're a little corny. So, so I have my canvas here and I have the format vertical. So I'm going to start sketching it out. And you know what, Richie, since you haven't come on, and I'm trying to think when you were, so we're just going to keep it on the paint. Okay. So the people on Amazon can see the paint that I'm going to be using, which is Arteza, or we could even just put it on the canvas. Highlight so if you guys are on Amazon, artistatheart.live, artistatheart.shop. Those are the ones on Amazon. And right now we're on Amazon as well as Facebook, YouTube, and what else did I say?
Instagram?
No, I'm not streaming on Instagram. I haven't done that yet. All right. So I'm going to do a snowman. Okay. Now, instead of a triple snowman circle, I'm going to do 2 circles, and I'm going to sketch it out first in pencil. So you guys, I'm going to lower this a little bit so you can see.
You're also on LinkedIn.
Oh, I'm on LinkedIn. Yeah, that's it. I'm on LinkedIn. There you go, Richie. Richie's going to be my technology guy. He didn't realize either. I mean, I haven't streamed in a while, and that's what they say, use it or lose it, right? Well, I haven't streamed in a while, and it took me forever to get set up today. So I told him, I was like, go do something while I'm getting set up. So turn the volume.
Yeah.
So again, you guys can chat with Richie because he's in control of the phone. I'm just going to sketch out the snowman today. You could do a snow girl. You can change anything that I do, right? It doesn't have to look like mine. It's going to look like yours. So Richie, why don't you tell us what you've been up to since you've been on last?
So since I've been on last, I sometimes join from Kentucky, but I've joined the family trade of being a teacher. And so I am a special education teacher in Louisville, Kentucky. I work with eighth graders, and I teach reading and writing. So for me, it's a really rewarding, fun experience. And to join in with what Denise does and being an educator.
And we have a lot of educators in my family. So I am an art teacher in Ohio, and then my little sister is a teacher as well in one of the suburbs in Ohio, as well as her family. And now Richie's joined the crew, although he's in Kentucky, but he's a teacher and he does a lot of the videos with his students as well. And so I thought this would be a good one, even though it doesn't really snow in Kentucky, right? That's what you told me.
It doesn't snow, but there's a lot of ice in Kentucky. So
we could make an Iceman?
We can make an Iceman, or we can add some maybe like icicles to the brim of his hat.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good idea. So again, I always say customize it and make it your own, however that is. Your favorite colors. It doesn't have to be, exactly what I'm using. You guys could tell us what state you're in. Do you have snow right now? Is it cold? Because I could tell you we did not have a white Christmas this year, right? In Cleveland. Oops, I got to scoot down a little bit. Let me scoot down a little bit. Can you see that a little bit better now? Mm-hmm. So one of the things that, again, I forgot was how to make I was like, oh, you can't really see the whole picture. So I'm going to do my best here. And he doesn't have to have a top hat. He could just have a little, styling kind of hat, any color that you want. I'm going to give him a cute little scarf too. So, so Richie used to, when we first used to do virtual stuff, Richie would come on all the time.
Yeah.
He would help behind the scenes. That's probably how maybe you got the teacher bug.
It was actually from my high school experience that I had amazing teachers in high school that really inspired me to want to go into teaching. It was notably, I teach mostly like English, but it was my biology teacher and my math teacher, and then my speech and debate teacher that really inspired me to go into education. And also from your many stories that you've told me and the family throughout the years of teaching. And one of my favorite memories growing up is when I was a lot younger, like 4, 5, or 6. Denise would actually take me into her schools, and I would shadow her for the day.
And the kids loved it. They loved you.
I was at all of your schools at some point,
right?
When you were at the all-girls school, or when you were at your first school with the quarter dance.
Yeah.
I remember all that, and so that's a memory that's always stuck with me. And I think that's what got me into education.
Oops, I just swirled. I'll leave. Thank you. Go back to. So I'm going to use, you guys. I'm going to use this ultramarine blue. I just dropped it in the white paint. Okay, because if you don't know me, I'm messy. But I'm going to do the background, and I'm using a little bit brighter blue because you can see it better on camera, but you can also make it darker. I just didn't want it to look so black. So if you would like to tell us, so this is, again, that is the one on Facebook. You can't see on Amazon. But if you guys are on, you can chat with us. Tell us what the weather's like and what state you're in. So we're dreaming of a white Christmas, but it didn't happen. Actually, I'm so glad it didn't happen. It's been a great Christmas, wouldn't you say?
Looks like we for the older folk out there, so like who are 50s and up, if y'all remember the Christmas special, Year Without a Santa Claus, with the heat miser, snow miser.
Oh yeah, I love that. That's my favorite.
I'm a snow miser person, so I love snow. Winter's like my favorite season of the year.
Really? And you moved to Kentucky?
And I moved to Kentucky. Well, it's funny how opportunities arise, right?
Right.
Take a risk.
Yeah.
And so for this Christmas, this isn't our first Christmas that wasn't a white Christmas, but it was definitely the warmest Christmas. And I think
it was like 60 degrees.
It was 60 degrees and muddy.
And gray.
And gray.
And last year we had a blizzard. We almost canceled Christmas last year because there was literally a blizzard. We got a foot of snow Christmas Eve. And so this year couldn't be any more opposite.
Yeah, and then I remember Easter. It was, oh gosh, it was maybe 2007 where it was like the 3 foot of snow in April.
Yes.
So one thing about Cleveland is it can snow up into May
Right.
sometimes,
Right.
like, and start as early as October.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you never know. So even today is in the 40s, so it's still warm considering it's the end of December, but it's very gray.
Yeah.
So
And rainy.
and rainy. We
But
saw a rainbow today.
yeah, we saw a rainbow, but what's really stuck with me
What?
was that fog yesterday.
Yeah,
It was like a Halloween movie.
it was. It was like twilight.
You couldn't see 5 feet in front of you. It was super cool though.
Yeah, it looked cool, but it was really foggy because I guess the temperature was, I don't know,
It was just right.
jumping around or something. But so I'm just using this ultramarine blue in the background, but if you want to lighten it up, again, you can add a little bit of white to it to give it a little bit of value. And again, you can make it a little bit darker too, so that when you put snow on it or confetti for the new year or whatever it is you want to add on top of it, you'll have more contrast, right? So if I want to do gold and white confetti on top of the blue, maybe I make it a little bit darker in some areas. Or if I lighten it up, I don't want to get too light that the white wouldn't show up, right? Do you remember the first thing you ever painted with me?
I don't.
I don't either.
But I have a question.
Okay.
If since you're an artist,
Yes.
why is blue considered a winter color when really it's like white and gray is mostly winter? Why do we use
Right.
blue? Like, why do artists use blue?
Well, so there's colors that are considered cool colors and there's colors that are considered warm colors. So if I had you guess what colors you would consider cool colors, what would they be?
I would say blue because when I think cool, I think water, and blue is a color of water.
So blue is a cool color. And if I say guess two other colors between the primary and secondary colors.
Ooh, oh gosh.
Just that
that are cool.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I would say red is a warm color.
And you're correct.
What would green be? Because that's.
I want you to think about it.
Wait, green's a secondary.
Correct.
I'm going back to elementary school with my colors.
So just take a guess. If you just had to guess, it's 50-50.
I'd say yellow's a primary color, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I'd say, well, yellow's weird because it can be both warm if it's like in a summer paint, like in a springy or summer painting, but it can be cool if it's like used for like a fall or a winter, right?
But they are actually classified as warm and cool colors. So yellow, if you just had to guess 50-50, what would yellow be?
I would say it would be a warm.
You're right. So now we have red and yellow. That's warm. Guess one more warm color.
I don't remember my primary colors.
It's not a primary. So it's not a primary color. The last one left is not a primary color.
It's not a primary color. So I guess green is warm. I'm trying to think of
Mix the two together.
Which two?
The two warm colors. What did I just tell you?
Red and yellow?
Mix those two together.
Orange.
So those are your three warm colors.
Okay.
In art's terms, those are considered warm. Now guess the three cool colors. We have blue.
Mm-hmm. Is white considered a color?
White is not a color. So let's not include white. Let's just think color. I think white is the absence of color, but I would say white,
Okay. So if red's warm, blue's cool. Purple I would probably classify it as a warm color.
Purple's cool.
Really?
Purple, blue, and even though you think of grass,
green?
Those are all cool colors.
Wait,
yes.
Why is green considered?
I did not invent that. I'm just telling you. I don't know. So I'm letting you know, even though you associate it with certain things, it's the pigment and I don't know, but those are considered cool colors.
So like what's pink considered since it's red and white? Is that considered a warm color or a cool? Because you have pink on the palette.
Right. Well, I wanted to do a little bit of pink on my snowman. I was thinking of springing him up, like making him colorful. So I thought I'd give him maybe a pink scarf or something. But again,
Ooh.
that's how you customize it. You make it whatever colors you want to, right? I'm going to just throw a little bit of white in there to show you guys. See this? Look at that. I love just mixing right on the canvas. I didn't
That's
even,
like a periwinkle.
isn't that pretty?
That is pretty.
So I just mixed the ultramarine blue with some white, and that's it.
Would that be correct, like a periwinkle?
I think it looks kind of like a periwinkle. And again, you just use whatever blue you want.
Now, I'm gonna pretend I know what I'm talking about, because how do you like, can you like blend it or like gradient it, like now that we went lighter to like a lighter to a darker, like
Sure. So how would you, like,
I,
look, I'm just lightening this up a little
mm-hmm.
bit.
And you're not adding in any extra paint. You're just
I'm just, but I could add a little bit more paint in there, right? I could add as much as I want to. So if I wanted to do like a transition, look at that. Do you see that? There's more blue.
mm-hmm.
And then just, you could just keep adding more blue, more blue, more blue. So do you know when you add white to any color,
It dilutes it?
well, it's called a tint. So if you go to Sherwin-Williams.
Oh, tints are when you add white, shades when you add black.
Yes.
Okay, I remember my
Is that from art or is that
middle
from me? Is that middle school?
school?
Yes.
Last art class I ever took was 8th grade. So
Okay. So
with Mr. Vanek at Gilmore.
well, there you go. You could say hi to him.
Hi, Mr. Vanek, if you're watching.
Happy New Year.
Now he teaches robotics.
Wow.
And 3D printing.
Wow, that would be really. What if we could 3D print a snowman with some candy?
Well, how do you make a 2-dimensional object like this look 3-dimensional? Because there is ways to do it, right?
Sure. Actually, I'll show you. That's a good question. Okay, so here, to give our snowman a little volume. And if you guys are interested in getting a printable template as well as directions, so I have my directions right here. With the printable template, I can send that all to you on the website, and the website is listed in the description, artistatheart.org. But anyway, do you see the shading that's in here on the snowman? So really, you just take your brush and you can add a little bit more white to it. Watch what I'm going to do. So you don't want it to be the same as the background. You see that? And look at what I'm going to do. I'm going to curve it to the shape of my snowman to give him a little bit of dimension. Do you see that? So go in the shape of whatever it is that you're painting, and you will create the illusion of dimension. Even though I'm working on a 2-dimensional surface, I'm creating an optical illusion with my brush stroke.
Because something I always what I remembered from art class was like how to make a cube is like you would make 2 squares, like one above the other, and then you like connect them with lines.
Yes, right.
Now, and then I remember round objects were like a little more funky because there's no straight lines in a rounded object.
So when you're making a sphere, like what I'm trying to do right now is create like a sphere for my snowball, for my snowman's body. So it's all about the shading, right? You can't add lines like
would this be tinting?
This would be very good. Yes, it's tinting. I'm tinting the snowman. If I added black, I would be shading, but I still feel like I'm shading, right? Because I'm creating this optical illusion. And again, so this side, I'm going to curve in this direction. Do you see that? And then more in the middle. And do you guys, I didn't even erase my pencil lines. I'm just painting right over them.
Listen, I remember being in art class and I just went, oh, we're painting over it with black. Right. They can't see.
Well, I'm painting over with light blue and you still can't see. And that is the best part about acrylic paints. So they're opaque. Where acrylics, well, they have different bodies, but this is a heavy bodied acrylic paint. So it's pretty heavy. We'll cover in one coat. And the lighter bodied acrylics, you usually need a couple of coats. And he's looking kind of cute, right?
He is.
I should do his face too.
So I forgot what artist it was. Maybe it was Van Gogh, who I know is your favorite, that did like the bowl of fruit. And I remember like on the table, I was like, it blew my mind that it looked like I could just grab out and touch it.
So,
but
yeah,
it was 2D.
Lots of artists do still lifes of fruit. So Van Gogh, Cezanne, Monet, they all do. And there's a really good Degas show right now at the Cleveland Museum of Art, by the way.
And then there's also that the Chinese artifacts as well.
Have you gone?
No, I didn't make it this trip. Maybe tomorrow.
Oh,
maybe, I don't know.
Well, it's again a great exhibit. We have one of the best art museums in the world, and one of the, I think, the second theater district to New York City.
Ooh, yeah. So the theater district here, if New York City's theater district, like Broadway, were to suddenly not exist, Cleveland's theater district is the second largest in the United States. I don't know if it's the world, but definitely the United
Yeah,
States.
no, I meant to New York City in
Yeah.
the, yeah, I don't know about the world either, but definitely in the United States. We have an amazing,
Cleveland, I think, has one of the best art culture in the nation.
yes, and I was lucky to go to art school here for sure. Lucky to
Well,
be
yeah, the Cleveland Institute of Art,
Mhm.
which, if you're like me and you hear CIA, I thought she was a spy. And she was like, no, that's the Cleveland Institute of Art.
Right. So if you see a little sticker on the back of someone's car that says CIA, that means, yeah, the Cleveland Institute of Art. Maybe I don't think the CIA really promote the CIA. Like, they're supposed to be secretive, aren't they?
Right, spy school.
Spy school. Oh my gosh. All right. So now you see our tints of our snowman, right? Did that answer your question? Did that help
Yeah,
a
it
little
does.
bit?
It looks.
Is he looking dimensional?
Yeah, a little.
Okay. Well, he's going to look even more in a minute. So we're going to do, we want to do, what do you think? I should really be making you paint this, but
You should make me paint it?
yeah, you don't want to? Well, we're in the wrong place. This took a while to set up this, but how about an orange nose?
Ooh, for the carrot. You know, one thing I always like about carrots on a snowman is the lines. Like you can see like the little nodules on a
Oh,
carrot,
uh-huh.
like where it's a little dark in some spots. Like it really makes the snowman like look real, like it's a real nose, because everyone's noses always has little bumps and ridges and this and that,
Well,
except yours and mine.
we can, after the orange dries, we could give him some
Ooh,
ridges. I
yeah.
hope this is a good brown.
What's
This is
that looks like
Rossiana.
I was gonna say that looks like a
It looks kind of poo-poo color.
I was gonna say it looks like a mash between a combo of like a russet potato and gold.
Oh, I like that better than poo-poo. I was thinking, here, I'm going to show you this color. Okay.
It's nice.
Okay. It's almost golden.
That's why I said it looks like a golden potato.
Here, we'll do his arm. So it looks better than it did in the tube, right?
I agree.
And the same thing goes with the shading of the stick arms. You could add black to make it darker or a shade. You can add white to make it a tint.
So what's your favorite tint or shade of purple? Because I know purple's your favorite color.
I love purple.
But what's your favorite tint or shade?
So well, that's kind of why I picked this color. I almost love like a fuchsia. It depends on my mood so much. When my old house that I used to live in, remember when I carpeted my whole upstairs, this beautiful eggplant purple.
So you like eggplant purple?
Well, it depends on what it is. The carpeting, I don't think my carpeting would look so good in fuchsia, right? But
maybe
it was like
in the 70s.
Yeah, but people were like, you carpeted your upstairs in eggplant, but it looked beautiful. It really did. So, so I do love eggplant, but I don't use it an awful lot in paintings because it looks so dark, right? But I do love fuchsia. It makes me happy. Oops, look at how big his arm got there.
Sticks are imperfect.
Right. Thank you. You're my cheerleader. He's my sidekick cheerleader.
Well, the lesson that we learned today, we went and just did some little activities, and we learned that, someone came up to us and said, you got to take risks. You got to do what you're passionate about. That's what makes life fun and interesting. And there's no, once you get into a routine, life gets boring. So you got to spice things up. So
right.
Take risks, experiment.
And that's why we're going to use a fuchsia hat. But that's why we said, we were going to do a painting together, not on camera. And then I'm like, do you want to do it with me? Well, actually, and then I was like, well, where are you going to paint? I didn't really have the room set up for two people. So we were just, again, trying to figure out, and we don't have two seats that are the same level. So I guess we could have put you in a shorter chair, but I'm doing more painting. He's doing more talking. So he's in like a bar stool height chair, and I'm in like a regular chair. He's not real, but he is tall, just not really that tall.
I'm 6 foot.
So, and I'm like almost 5'9". So is that too bubblegummy pink?
I think we could.
Tone it down.
It's very bubblegummy.
Actually, I'm going to put a little bit in here. So we can really experiment. So yes, this person was like, take risks, safe risks, but don't be afraid and
Have fun.
have fun. And we're like, so do you want to be spontaneous and just go on camera and do a painting? And that's how we ended up here,
Oh,
right?
I like that little smudge right there. That really gives it like
A little
depth. Or
so how about if we put a little bit more blue in there just to see what happens? What do you, is that too blue? Look at what color is turning. Is it kind of turning purpley? Do we need more
turning
green?
something.
It's turning something. Maybe we put a little white in there.
Ooh, we're gonna tint it.
Let's see. See what happens. See, now it's going to be maybe a little too light. But do you see how my brush stroke is following that shape? A little bit. And then we could do a scarf. Now he's looking really pink.
See, one thing I like about colors, I don't know if anyone watches like I mean I do, but one of my like fun little calm down things I do like to wind down at night is to watch silicone rolling videos where they put like little color splotches in and it like streaks in through the like plain silicone. I love it when it's like that matted, like swirly galaxy.
What are
style.
they making?
Like they just roll silicone colors
Like
together.
What's silicone? Like plastic stuff?
Yeah, like silicone that they use to like make, I don't know, toys and stuff.
Oh, so it's kind of like mesmerizing.
Yes, it's ASMR. I love it.
What's that? What's ASMR?
I forgot what the acronym stands for, but like makes your brain go. It makes your brain happy.
Oh,
it releases dopamine.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I gotta try it.
There's an ASMR for everyone. I also like spa videos with the running, like trickling water, and where they like put the microphone so you can hear like the fingers crunching through the hair of people.
Oh, I don't think I like that.
It like sends the tingles through me. I love it.
I don't think I like that. All right, what color should we give him? Coal eyes?
Well, since it was such a green Christmas, what if we give him like maybe?
Oh my gosh.
Peach eyes.
I think all right. Well, we will because you said that, but I think he's gonna look creepy.
Creepy. Okay, we can give.
No, let's try peach because I'm going to show you what happens when you make a mistake. Not that we're making a mistake, but
we're just gonna let it dry.
Look at. So the other night, some people were painting their eyes green and they look like Hulk. So there, he doesn't look. Hulk. He did. I was like, well, that's creepy, creepy, right? So. All right, let's do the mouth. I'm just going to do the mouth black. And it's not even a solid mouth. Do you see that? Now, I'm not going to be patient. Wait for the eyes. Now look at the difference. Which one looks better? Which one do you guys like better? Black or peachy?
It's a quiet group.
It's a quiet day. Everyone's sleeping. We got a heart though.
I know. It's because of me.
Of course it's because of you. All right. And then we should do his buttons. What do we do with buttons? And you know what's always really fun too is you can always add real buttons, like with a hot glue gun.
Ooh.
And because I'm an art teacher, I save like all my old buttons. And if it's a junky shirt that it's time to get rid of, I usually cut the buttons off of it and save them. So I always have a collection of buttons. So if you want to embellish your artwork, you can always glue on some buttons. You can also add some glitter. Did you lose it?
I think we lost it.
Lost what?
The connection, because mine's frozen on Facebook and there's nothing showing up on here.
Oh, wait, no. Are you guys here? Let's see. So you lost your connection on where?
Facebook. It's frozen.
Oh. How you guys doing over there? Let's see. Oh, return to live stream. I wonder if we lost our internet connection.
No. That would stink.
Let's see. Say hi to us if you guys are out there with us.
Yeah, we have a little bit of technical difficulties. Oh, good for her.
Oh, so we're live somewhere. Where is that?
Well, on my Facebook, we're frozen.
Is that where I am right now on Facebook? Yeah. Hi, you guys.
Oh,
now we
we're
have
back.
2 hearts. Did you hurt it? We just got 2
Maybe.
hearts. We're back. Let's see if I can hurt it. Yeah, so we're live there.
Yeah. Let's go back to
Amazon. Return to live stream. Well, we'll see.
Oh, well.
I can't tell if we're still live on Amazon or not. So again, we're using the Arteza paints.
Pop over to Amazon.
Do you know how to find me on there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You usually show up on my home screen.
I'm going to just do a black. Black or blue, whatever. Give it a little outline.
There you are.
Are we still live? Are we still? Oh!
Looks like we are.
All right, you guys. We never know, right? Even with the young nephew here helping me with my technology, it's always quite challenging. He was here when I was trying to set up, and I'm like, okay. Next time we do this, we're going to have to get 2 of the same height chairs.
Yeah.
And you can see the outline of the snowman behind me on the canvas. Giving him a little bit of outline. I got a little glare from my light here. But it was raining. We were running around and we were driving, and the sky was so dark and thick. I'm like, if it wasn't so warm, it would be a blizzard. And then all of a sudden, a little peak of sunshine came out, and we were driving, and right in front of us, to the side a little bit, was a big rainbow. It was beautiful.
A blizzard.
No, I said a rainbow.
Oh,
right.
Okay. Yeah. It was.
I said if it was warmer, it would have been
colder.
If it was colder, it would have been a blizzard.
Oh, absolutely.
Because it's been raining for days here.
Since yesterday, at the very least.
Yeah, even more than that. There, how's he looking?
Looking
so
good.
If you want, again, I would probably wait a little bit for his nose to.
See, I like that little bit of
swirl in there.
Well, no, I like that little bit of black on the carrot or whatever.
It gives it a little dimension.
It does. Like, it gives it just the right amount.
Oh, good. I'm glad you like it. So let's see. Yeah. And I usually use a paper plate for all my paint. And today I was using Arteza, you guys. So this is a heavy body premium acrylic because it's really thick. And it only needs 1 coat. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a little dollop of pink in here. How about that if I finish them off with a little
dollop of daisy.
And then
anyone remember those commercials?
It does look like a boy, right? But you could always, because it's the top hat, but I could put little eyelashes on if I wanted it to be a girl. We could always, I wonder if my nose is dry. Yeah, it's still wet. But we could, like you said, add those little crinkles in his nose. Like that. A little too thick. I'm using too big of a paintbrush.
A little thick.
A little thick. I need a thinner paintbrush, but
it works.
Good enough for now. And then if I made the sticks too thick, I could thin them out with a little outline. So I think you made a good sidekick for me today.
Thank you.
Did you have fun?
I did.
We don't have any jokes. Sometimes we tell jokes. Sometimes we have like factual things that we do, right? We didn't do any of that today.
Mm-hmm.
So, but we're happy that you watched us.
Yes.
And we're being spontaneous. And we appreciate you following us. And I'm sure I'll get Richie to come on again at some point.
Now, I don't know how to do it from Louisville, but...
Well, just like you used to. Remember you used to meet me in StreamYard?
Oh, yeah.
StreamYard's the platform we use, and then that way we can stream to all these different places. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great, happy new year. I don't know when we'll be live again. I don't know if anyone even watched.
We had
3 people? Thank you, the 3 people that watched us.
Looks like we had 2 people.
Thank you, the 2 people that watched. And it might have been just me and you with our own phones. But we had fun, right?
Yes,
We were high
we had a lot of
five.
fun.
Fun
And
and
spontaneous.
spontaneous. And you guys, blessings for 2024. Be safe, stay healthy, and we will see you again soon, right?
Yeah.
All right. Bye, you guys.
Bye.
Oh, we got to end the stream first on Amazon. There you go. And then we're going to end it on the other platforms.